Fridge off it for probably a day or so, or 2 days. But with the expansion port here, you can actually get another battery for this. Then we can press these bad boys. Oh yeah.
What was that?
Doing some irrigation work today.
Alright, so this is the EcoFlow River Pro, it's called. It's a small power bank you can take camping, to work, on the boat, anywhere you want to go. You can take this thing. So I've been using it for the past 2 weeks since EcoFlow sent it out to me. I don't really like to do reviews unless I use the product, so I'm like, I need to charge these batteries for the next 2 weeks while we're doing irrigation work here on this job. So I was like, perfect opportunity to plug this thing in to the 6-bank with the Ryobi batteries here and keep them charged up over this 2-week job that I'm doing here. So basically this little guy on the front here, we'll just run through some of the functions and stuff. It's got a fast charger, you got 2 USB-A ports, USB-C, which is 100 watts. You've got a light with the SOS functions and stuff like that. You've got 2 barrel connectors here, 12-volt ones with a good old cigarette socket just there for standard sort of car accessories. Around the side here, got a fan built into the side. You got your AC outlet, 2 of them here that are 240 volt. You got an expansion port just here, so you can add another battery to the bottom of the River Pro if you want to, and that can increase its capacity. Nothing really going on in the back here. It doesn't really have any sort of wireless charging on the top like a few of the other ones that I've been sent. On the back here, you've got your 240 volt charge port, and then you've got a resettable fuse here, and then you've got 25 volt 12 amp max. You have can put solar, and you can charge this from your car as well, and this comes with those cables to be able to do that. So you come with the solar cable, and also comes with the car cable so you can charge it, and comes with a 240 cable to charge it at home. So it's nice and lightweight, it's not heavy at all. So yeah, it's got a nice little screen here on the front, tells you the output, input, watts and all the rest of it, what your percentage of your battery is, tells you if you're connected to Wi-Fi or not, so you can actually use it on your phone, and also gives you the hours that you currently have with what you're drawing off the unit itself. Like always, I never read the manuals on anything that I get, but I'm going to give you the specs on this thing because I don't know. I just grabbed it and charged it and brought it out and plugged shit into it. So it's 720 watt hours is the capacity of the EcoFlow River Pro. It weighs 7.6 kilos. It's Wi-Fi supported. So it's 2 AC outlets here on the back, these 2 here. They are pure sine wave, 600 watt total, surge to 1200 watts. 240 volt, 50 hertz. So max device supported by the X boost function, which is a function that's inside this unit. So you can, if you want to power things like coffee machines and stuff like that, I actually ran a coffee machine off this the other day, which is pretty bloody cool. So it'll go up to 1800 watts on the X boost function, which is pretty awesome. So, and then like I mentioned before, you got all your outlets here on the front. It's got lithium ion cells in it, the batteries, so they're good for 800 cycles to 80% capacity. It's got over voltage protection, overload protection, over temperature protection, short circuit, all that sort of good stuff. So it's got all that as well. So according to my calculator, 720 watt hours at 12 volts would be about 60 amp hours of power So it's about a 60 amp hour little battery, if you want to put it into the terms that we understand with camping and four-wheel driving and stuff. So you could run a fridge off it for probably a day or so, or 2 days possibly, if you're pretty conservative. And but you could definitely run a fridge off this for the whole weekend if you were using solar as well during the day. I couldn't see why that, but yeah, about 60 amp hours is what you'll get out of it if you're going to run a 12 volt fridge. So I've been using the River Pro pretty much for about 2 weeks now.
I'm getting the hang of this, skipper.
Charging this big bank of batteries here for work to power all me drills, tools and stuff. We've been up here doing some irrigation work at the moment, so, and it's been keeping up with all that stuff fine. Been charging our phones off it. Also the radio that we've got, been running that off this as well. So it's been going great. So basically I've probably gotten, like, pulling some fair bit of power off it with all these batteries, charging them each day. I can't remember how many times I've cycled the batteries, but it's kind of frequently all day you're charging stuff. So this thing has kept up completely for 2 solid days without charging. So I really think these need to be thought as kind of like a petrol generator, but no more petrol. So you can charge this up at home, chuck it in your work ute of a morning, take it to work, charge things off it, charge all the batteries off it. But even if you get the bigger range of the EcoFlow stuff with the bigger power banks, you could then pretty much do away with petrol generators altogether in the back of your work ute. Basically just run one of them, charge it from solar, even have a fixed panel set up on your work ute to be charging one of these bad boys. And yeah, then you can actually take it into the job as well, so that way you're not running leads and things. But if you wanted to get one of the bigger versions of the EcoFlow products, you could run a lead from your truck all the way into a job site or whatever to power things. But portability of these is friggin' awesome, and that's why it's so handy for us today, is that I don't have to take these batteries back up to the shed to get charged. I can do it just down here all day. I brought some panels out as well. So these are the panels that EcoFlow's sent me to use with that little river. Whew, fancy. So these are all the cables that you get. So that's the car charger, so the 12 volt cigarette lighter. We have the plug there to go into the back of the River Pro. And then we have the solar connector. So this is the one we're going to use today. So we'll put this one back. So these panels don't seem to have any sort of stands on the back side of them. So they're kind of just going to have to lay down like that, I guess. Would have liked to have seen some stands, some legs or something on the back side. But anyway, now we're going to plug these straight into this thing. So I've just got them set up here on the ground. Got a bloody couple of crickets wanting to hang out. Get off, idiots. I'm trying to get a solar panel reading. So it does come with like carabiners as well, that you could obviously hang the panels up somewhere if you wanted to. But I would have liked to have seen some stands on the back of those panels, but they are a very nice panel. So what are we getting? Current conditions. This is what we've got going on. So pretty cloudy. So it's got 52, 53, 55, 56 input coming in. So we are charging right now. So yeah, 56 watts at the moment in these pretty shitty conditions for solar panels, but here's what it is. But the sun's just poked its head out, so I wanted to come and see if these are actually pumping out 160 watts. So these are 160 watt panels. So in the current conditions, so we're doing 142, 43, 44, 144 watts, which is pretty impressive. 160 watt panels, 144 watts going in. We're at 46% battery. So yeah, power's pumping in. Good stuff. Righto, so I've been using the little EcoFlow Pro here, the River, for about 2.5, 3 weeks. I'm not here to sell you anything, guys, but if you're looking for a little power bank that you can either take to work or take camping, these things are absolutely awesome. They're pretty much bulletproof. You can see how filthy this thing is, covered in dust, and I have not been nice to it at all. So been just throwing it in the back of here. I left it out here in the rain actually last night. We had a storm come through. So, but if you want to get yourself a little power bank that's going to be reliable and work for you, and these things are a good thing. So these companies know that I'm not going to review crap if it is crap, and I'm definitely not going to post videos up if the stuff is crap. And I get emails, so many emails every week about reviewing products, but unless it's something that I'm interested in, and these little power packs are friggin' awesome, and I am interested in these things. I just think the technology and what you can pack into a little tiny little box like this and what you can get out of it is friggin' awesome. So yeah, I'm going to keep using this thing. I'm going to use it for the next week. It's going to be in the back of the Can-Am just like that. I'm not going to treat it nicely at all, and finish the irrigation job I've got to do and continue using it after that to charge batteries and stuff like that. So, but if you want one, link in the description, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See yous.